Set 2 will be played on Newkirk. Spawning in the bottom right-hand position, the second Protoss being sent out from STX Seoul. His name is Deer in the blue.
His opponent spawns in the bottom right position as Red Protoss, playing for WOONGJIN Stars. His name is Free.
I got a question. Are there any deers in Korea?
Yes, there are.
Okay. Those animals are freaking
That was so
everywhere,
random.
man. Well, I was thinking about Deer's name, and I'm like, why did he choose the nickname Deer? Like, Free chose it because, like, his ancestors were slaves and they were oppressed and, like, they got freed, so that's why his name is Free.
You know, it also doesn't kind of make sense because we didn't really have slavery back in Korea.
I know.
Well, maybe unless you want to go to the Japanese imperialism period.
Sure, we can do that, or he wasn't in, his family was, like, indentured servants or something.
I'm sorry, I'm just like filled with these Korean history back in my mind with my grandfather teaching me everything about Korean history, and I was like, well, slavery wasn't an issue in Korea, maybe except under the Japanese period, but other than that, it was okay.
Alright, well, that leaves us back to Deer. Like, does he really like deer or something? Like, maybe he had like a pet deer when he was a kid or was saved in the woods?
Well, the spelling is different, first of all.
It is? Yeah, I guess you're right.
D-E-A-R.
Yeah, it's like Dear Mom.
Yeah.
Or Dear Ryan.
I have a feeling he's just one of those players who picked a random name that sounded cool and then just made it as his ID.
Yeah, it's true. I guess so.
Yeah. For example, both of us are IDs. We have a meaning behind it, you know, the reason why we picked it. But Deer, I feel like, it's like, oh, that's a cool name. I'm going to pick that. A
lot of the Koreans that, like, don't really know English or know it well, I have noticed, will just pick random names. Nesty picked Nesty because he just happened to be drinking a bottle of something, and it was...
Bottle of Nesty?
Yeah, it was bottle of Nesty. And he's like, I'm out of PC bong. I need to type in a name. I'll use that.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, if you see some of the Koreans walking out on the street, they have the curses on their shirts, and they don't even know what it means at times.
I've seen some weird words, English words on Korean shirts.
Those Koreans and Japanese, man.
It's kind of like whenever a Westerner gets like an Asian tattoo, and they like don't know what it really means.
Yeah. I mean, it also happened to me when I first moved to America. I was buying some shirts with some words on it. It sounded cool, except when I learned the meaning, I'm like, oh, this is not appropriate.
What, did you have one that said like cutie pie on it or something?
Awkward morning, disappointing night.
That's the best shirt ever. I don't know why they're talking about anytime right now.
Well, that's the hint for the answer to today's question. But just talking about the games for today, Free just defending against Probe actually snipes it right away.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit interesting because most players, when they see the Probe, they just pull it away from their opponent's base. And the Probe always goes out alive. But that was a combination of Zealot and a Mothership Core over there.
I also want to point out the SimCity for Deer. It's actually pretty cool looking. Look at that, man. It's almost airtight, and it looks like a fortress, man. Like, no one's getting in there.
Yeah, in fact, if there's an early Zero run by, the Zealots can only get behind the minerals and then start attacking the probes over
whoa, we have a robo opening from Free.
Is he going to utilize the Warp Prism?
That would be so cool.
That would be really cool.
That would be so cool if he did.
Now, for now, we don't know what Free is going to go for, so we just kind of have to sit back and watch what he is going to do.
Yeah.
Deer, however, behind this, he's getting additional gateways, so it seems to... most likely seems like the Link behind us, but nice time warp. The sentry is going to get taken out.
Excellent micro from Free, and it looks like he may even be able to snipe the Stalker here as well. The Mothership Core as well could get low on health.
Oh, this is really nice micro Stalker on the Mothership Core, and the Zealot and the Mothership Core going for the Stalker.
Is he going to be able to get it? One more hit!
And he gets it.
Very nice drop by Free. Really being very cost efficient with his units here. We'll lose that Stalker, but I mean, he killed off a Sentry and a Mothership Core.
And behind this, he's getting a Nexus, and also, here's the key point, Free, while doing a nice harassment against his opponent, he got a full scouting inside the main base.
Yeah, he was able to see everything there, so he knows about the Twilight tech. And, you know, he's getting Immortals. Everything's actually looking really good for Free right now.
Yeah, all he has to do is defend against possible timing attack from his opponent, Deer, and he's going to be completely fine in this game. As Deer, he's not looking towards getting extra expansion right now. But the Mothership Core has been sniped behind this because he didn't have enough energy to make a recall.
One of the The WOONGJIN Star coach looks really happy about the current situation. He's like, I know what's going to happen after this.
Yeah, well, Deer seems like he's gearing towards the attack. The Mothership Core has been sniped. Remember that, which means he's not going to have enough energy for Time Warp or Cannon anytime soon.
Yeah. This would also mean that if Free had a proxy pylon around the map, he could do a lot of run-bys. Mothership Core going to be a little bit annoying. The sentries should not be trying to pick out that Mothership Core. Needs to be at that natural for defense, but Free, he knows what's going on here. He sees everything.
Yeah, Free shouldn't be staying at the ramp. He needs to push down in the ramp if he wants to save the Nexus, because what Deer's going to do right now is force field the ramp.
I mean, maybe he's like trying to trick his opponent or something. Like he's got the, maybe I think he was waiting for the second Immortal. Now he's going to move down.
He needs to do it right now, but the force field is going to go down. No, not in time as Free defense against the attack.
Also, we have a hallucinated Oracle here, interestingly enough. And the Mothership Core is actually going to scout it. Will we see a response from Deer?
Well, I'm not too sure right now, but what he's going to do is blink in the main base and force field the ramp. This is so crucial.
Gets picked off once again here.
That's not going to work out for him. What Deer was trying to do is blink inside the main base, put the force field, blink out, and get the natural Nexus. But with no vision inside the main base whatsoever, Deer's option is only down to one. Try to go for a Reaping Stalker attack into the main base while also trying to get his natural right now.
Yeah, there's 3 Immortals in this army.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that Deer can do right now against this. He's just behind, and economy has lost more units, and you know, his tech has been countered.
Completely countered with this, and if Free is getting a blink right now, he could push down, he could push out on the map and kill his opponent right away.
He's not going to do that, though, I guess, at least not yet. We do have an expansion on the way for remaking that Mothership Core.
Oh, it's so crucial for him to deny the vision from the hallucinated Phoenix. He doesn't want to get force fielded in the middle of the ramp.
Yeah. All right, well, Free so far in a pretty solid position, up 76 to 59 supply. That's a pretty big lead. Now there's 4 Immortals out on the field here, and that's actually starting to look pretty scary. The hallucinated Phoenix still seeing everything that's going on here. Free is supply blocked, though. His pylon is about to complete here. We have a Stargate on the way, though, from Deer. Maybe this is a way he can get back into the game.
This is a nice choice, especially after seeing that his opponent is only sticking to Immortals and Stalkers at this point. Yes, the Stalkers are great against the Void Rays, but if you don't have the Blink and if you have nice Micro with a couple of Void Rays, then he's going to be completely fine. However, Free does scout what's happening inside the main base of Deer, and because of this, he's getting additional gateways.
All right, cool. 3 additional gateways on the way here, up to a total of 5. Free, he's stopped making probes for a little bit here. And let's see if he continues that Immortal production. Oh, a few of these units out of position, but no casualties on either side. The reinforcement pylon, though, is spotted here.
And that's going to get taken out easily right now. We do have an Oracle behind us, however, so can Deer deal enough damage with a single Oracle?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this either, but it's going to be great, especially since Free is moving out on the map, which means there's not going to be any defense back at the main base.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's still some sentries here, so I think it would be unwise for Free to try to press the envelope here.
Yeah, well, he still has tons of units streaming out right now, so he's thinking, well, you know what, I'm just going to ignore the forward fields and try to go for the attack and make it work.
Yeah. I guess he's going to go for the attack because look at the probe supply right now. Yeah. It's 33 to 43. The Oracle moving into the main base here. Will Free respond to this attack in time here? He doesn't want to reinforce with any units at the natural just yet. He needs to defend against this Oracle here.
Yeah, in fact, he's going to ignore that and press forward at the natural right now. Nice force fields does go down, but that's a lot of Immortals right there.
That's an excellent counter force fields as well. Going to allow this army to get picked off here, and even the Immortals on the low ground are able to hit some of the Stalkers from the high ground. A Void Ray is out as well now. Has the Oracle been dealt with, though? The supplies for the worker count, it's now down to 25 for Free, but can he make this attack work here? The probes are now off the mineral line as well. Free just trying to focus fire down that Nexus, and he's got 4 Immortals in here. The Nexus does end up falling.
Yeah, having a lot more probes than your opponent doesn't matter if you're down to 1 base compared to your opponent. The Oracle did a nice damage, but it doesn't matter as Free has better unit composition than his opponent. Even the Void Ray gets taken out, and now all Free has to do is just charge into the main base and win the game.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like here. That single Void Ray can't do anything. Hands off the keyboard. GG is called. Free defeats Deer and brings the score up to the 0 now.
Really,
WOONGJIN Stars.
Really solid play by Free. The initial Zala Stalker won by. was really fantastic with amazing micro. I was a little bit surprised that Deer actually allowed those 2 units inside the main base.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to force fielding, trying to make sure he denies his scouting from his opponent.
Yep, so that's the old free we're used to, man. Going for, getting ahead early on in the game and then going for a 2 base to end it. It's doing stuff like that, and I really like it. Also, I think the key thing that Free did that game is using the Time Warp from his Militia Core
Yes.
on his opponent's units. That was so smart.
Getting
that was so smart.
Getting the Sentry was so important in that particular battle, and the score right now is 2-0 with WOONGJIN Stars leading against STX Seoul.
Indeed. All right, the next matchup is going to be Classic versus SOS. We have another PvP for you guys, PV Pro League. And we're going to go into a quick commercial break, so don't go anywhere. This is the SK Planet Pro League.